Welcome to Programming Hung, and this is Pushpendra.
In this lecture, we are going to discuss classes and objects. The fundamental programming unit of Java programming language is a class. Classes provide the structure for objects and the mechanism to manufacture objects from a class definition. So the formal definition of a class can be considered as a blueprint, template, or a factory to create objects can provide identically structured and behavioral objects. Conceptually, a class has two characteristics, attributes or fields, and behavior or the methods. So, to understand the concept of a class, we can take an example. We have taken an example of class circle. So, as we know that each and every circle has some radius, we also know that the area of each circle can be calculated with the help of radius. So the radius is the attribute of class circle, and the area or the feature by which we can calculate the area of circle is the behavior of class circle. So here this circle is a generalized picture of a circle or of any circle which can be drawn in this world that will have and must have the radius and the area. However, in Java, classes can have three kinds of members: the fields, the methods, and nested classes or interfaces. In Java, a class can also have four class modifiers: public, abstract, final, and strict FP. Public is access specifier. Abstract tells us that the class is not yet complete and few of the methods in the class are still incomplete. The modifier final tells us that this class is final and cannot be further subclassed. Strict FP it stands for strict floating point notation. We will discuss all these terms in more detail in our upcoming lectures. Now we will discuss objects. Conceptually, an object has following three characteristics: attributes or fields, behaviors or methods, and the state. Two of these characteristics, attributes and behaviors, are same as in class. So state is the only characteristic of objects which makes them different from classes. To understand the characteristic state in objects, we can extend our previous example of class circle. In the diagram, we can easily say that the radius attribute is populated with the value 5 meters. So we can uniquely identify this circle. So class circle can have several different objects and each will have their own state. Each of those circle will have its own radius. Let us consider another example. Let's say we have another class like employee. So in class employee, there will be some attributes like employee ID, employee name, department, manager name, etc. There will be some methods or behavior like the salary of the employee can be calculated, HRA can be calculated, or the date of joining can be calculated. So these will be the methods available in class employee. So each object of employee class will have its unique state. For example, there is an employee whose name is John, date of birth is XYZ, employee ID is ABC, and so on. So we can uniquely identify each and every employee from class employee. All the circles drawn in this diagram belongs to the class circle. All of these are the objects of the class circle. As they have different states, all of them have different radius and can be uniquely identified and distinguished from each other. So programmatically, how can we create an object in Java from a class? The line circle C1 is equal to new circle is responsible for creating a new object in memory for us. Class name is circle, reference variable is C1, and new is the keyword which is actually responsible for doing two things for us basically. First, it creates a reference variable in memory stack, and second, it allocates memory for our object in memory heap. New is followed by the class constructor.
Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe and share.